Unknown photo. This is a story that happened to me just recently. I used to take pictures of all kinds of things with my smartphone until recently. It's easy to take high-quality photos with today's smartphones. It would be a waste not to use all the features. Whenever I went out to eat somewhere, I took pictures of the food, and if I thought it was a nice day, I took pictures of the sky, or flowers that could be found anywhere on the street. In any case, I took some kind of picture every day. Then one day, there was a game I wanted to play on my phone, and when I tried to download it, the message insufficient capacity appeared. Running out of space? Did I download that many things? I haven't downloaded that many apps. But when I checked my phone's storage, I found that the photo data was eating up a lot of space. That's absurd. It's true that I take quite a lot of photos, but photos shouldn't take up that much data. But it's not like I have a lot of photos on my computer, so it's not like it's taking up a lot of space. I decided to delete the photos. They're all basically run-of-the-mill photos. Few of them are worth deleting. I erased them at a brisk pace. Unusually shaped clouds. Hydrangeas in a neighbor's garden. A stray cat sleeping on the side of the road. As I erased more and more, I noticed a photo I didn't remember taking. It was a picture of a railroad crossing. It was taken at the moment when the bar of the railroad crossing was coming down. Why did I take this picture? I take a lot of pictures that are really nothing, but then again, they're too mundane. I had other questions. Where is this? I didn't recognize the place. It's a small railroad crossing, just big enough for one car to get through. No matter how many times I looked, I couldn't remember it. But I enjoy taking walks, and sometimes I walk far away from here without any idea of where I'm going. I must have taken a picture of it at that time. I erased the picture. After that, I deleted a few more photos, and when I checked the capacity, there was quite a bit of room left over. I wondered if any of the photos were unusually large. They were all normal photos. Oh well. I wanted to download and play the game as soon as possible. I didn't really care at the time. A few days later, I went on a little trip to a ramen restaurant I'd been wanting to go to for a while. The ramen I wanted came, so I took a picture of it with my phone. I immediately checked to see if I got a good shot. That's when I noticed something I didn't recognize in the photo I took before that one. Huh? When I enlarged it, I saw that it was a picture of a railroad crossing. It's the same place as before. The last time I took this picture, the bar of the crossing was in the process of coming down, and this time it was completely down. I looked at the time the photo was taken, which was only half an hour ago. It was a little after I left the office after work. I headed straight for this noodle shop. I never go to places like this. But surely there is this picture. What do you mean? I looked at the picture again. I noticed something strange. The railroad crossing circuit breaker is down, and the red light is on. Inside the crossing, at the railroad tracks, there's something. A white mass. What is this? At first I thought it was a stone, but on closer inspection, it's not. It's some kind of cloth. There's a piece of white cloth on the ground. No, it's more like it's floating. It seemed to be floating. What is this? The more I looked at it, the more it seemed to be something strange. I got creeped out and deleted the picture. I had a feeling something weird was starting to happen, but I tried not to think about it. I thought about it, but it didn't seem like a solution. A few nights later, I woke up with a strange feeling. What? What am I doing here? I didn't immediately understand my situation. I was asleep on a park bench. I was supposed to be sleeping in my bed at home. I don't know this park. How did I end up here? I wasn't drinking. I wondered if I was sleepwalking, as they say, or if I had just fallen asleep in a strange place. I checked to see if I had anything on me, and there was my phone. Good. With my phone, I could see where I was. I checked the map app and found that I was 3 stops away from where I live. I've taken the train there many times before, but never got off. How did I end up here? Well, I can walk home this far. I decided to use the map app to find my way home. It's not that complicated. If I turn left here, cross the railroad crossing, and go straight ahead, I'll be on the road I always take. I took my eyes off my phone and turned down the street. What? I felt my heart jump. A railroad crossing right in front of me. It was the crossing in the picture. This was the place in the picture. Then how many times have I sleepwalked here to take pictures, not just this time? How could that happen? Even the fact that I am sleepwalking is unbelievable. And on top of that, I don't know why I'm taking pictures of the railroad crossing, it's just too much to explain. I was afraid to cross the crossing, so I decided to take the long way home. A few minutes later I made it home safe and sound. I collapsed into bed, somewhat exhausted. I fell into bed. I can't believe I'm sleepwalking. Where do I go to see in the hospital? If I don't do something about it, it's going to be a problem in my life. I had to do something to fix it. I was trying to look up a cure for sleepwalking on my phone when I noticed the camera on my phone was on. I didn't think. I looked at the pictures. And there it was. The railroad crossing. It was taken a few minutes ago. That's about the time I woke up on that bench. I guess that means I took a picture of the crossing and then went to the park bench. But it no longer mattered. Something more unusual was happening. A railroad crossing where the breaker bars had come down. There's something on the tracks at the far end of it. It's not a rock or a piece of cloth. It's a person. A woman with long hair, dressed all in white, standing on the tracks. No legs. She doesn't exist from the waist down. A woman with only her upper body in the air, reaching for us. Oh my God. I threw my phone. What was that? Was that a human being? No. That's not a person. How can a man float with only his upper body? That's a ghost. It's not of this world. I took a hell of a picture. Or maybe it's better to say I'm possessed. I can't go on like this. I'm getting more and more drawn into the crossing. More and more, the pictures are turning creepy. First there was nothing. Next, a lump of white cloth appeared. And this time, a woman with only her upper body. And after that, what the hell is going to happen? I don't even want to imagine. Anyway, we have to do something. First of all, we have to stop using our phones. It all started with the pictures. As long as I don't look at the pictures, I should be fine. I took the phone that I had thrown away and tried to turn it off. That was the wrong thing to do. I should have just thrown the phone away, no questions asked. I was about to turn it off when I accidentally looked at the screen of my phone. There was a picture of a woman standing on the tracks with both feet, staring at me. I reflexively threw the phone away. Knock knock. I hear a sound. Is that the sound of a railroad crossing whistle? What am I doing? I look around. This is that railroad crossing. I'm at the crossing. I'm standing on the tracks. The circuit breaker bars are down and the whistle is sounding. It's dangerous. I don't know when the train will come. I have to get out of here as soon as possible. But I couldn't move. There's a woman in front of me. A woman with long hair, dressed in white. She's reaching for me. Her hands are covered in scratches and blood is flowing from everywhere. You can see her eyes through her hair. They're bloodshot. I have to get out of here. I have to get out of here. But I can't move. I can't even speak. He approaches me slowly. His outstretched hand is already in front of me. He's going to kill me. I don't want to. But I can't move. Ever. That's when it happened. My phone rang. A ringtone. At that moment, my hand moved. I pick up the phone, press answer, and put it to my ear. Frankly, I shouldn't have been answering the phone. But my body did. "Yo. What are you doing?" I heard a male voice. A friendly, kind voice. It was a voice I'd heard somewhere before. What? Grandpa? That voice was my grandpa's voice. "Hey, how are you doing? How are you doing?" It was a cheerful voice that didn't belong here. No, this is not the time. Then I woke up. I'm about to raise the bar on the railroad crossing, and I'm about to go onto the tracks. What? What? I was on the tracks, and now I'm on the outside of the crossing. No. I just woke up. It was a dream. It was a dream. I looked to the side and saw the train coming right at me. Whoa. I rushed back. A little while later, the train passes by. It was a close call. If I had continued the dream, I would have been run over by the train and killed instantly. The train passed by and the area became quiet. I looked at the railroad crossing, but there was nothing there. I hurried away from there. Maybe, just maybe, it was all a bad dream. Then a few days passed. Nothing strange has happened since then. I don't know what it was all about. I tried to find out if there was anything on those tracks. But I couldn't find anything. I thought maybe someone jumped in and killed themselves or something. What was that white female ghost? Why was I being targeted? I don't know anything. Just when I thought I was done for, I suddenly received that phone call. The voice I heard on the phone. I'm sure it was my dead grandpa's voice. Grandpa who was kind to me before he died. I'm sure he saved me. I'm going to visit his grave next time. This concludes this story. Thank you for listening to the end.